Taliban militants have killed 37 people in an attack, according to the Afghan Defence Ministry. The assault began on Tuesday afternoon at the airport in Kandahar, and according to officials, it is still going on. Militants stormed the heavily guarded compound, which has residential blocks for government employees and is also the location of the joint Afghan-NATO military base. Victims are thought to have included soldiers and civilians. With me now is Moheb Mudessir from the BBC's Afghan service. 24 hours and still going on. This is quite a big attempt, isn't it?
It's a significant attack because yesterday this time the attack started, and we know that so far 9 of the attackers have been killed, 1 of them injured, and 1 of them still resisting. And what makes it significant is the area that this attack is happening. It's the airport. One side is the military base, the other side is the domestic and international airport of Kandahar city, which is one of the biggest city in Afghanistan, and also the number of the deaths, which is around nearly 40 people have been killed. Officials confirmed, and hospital sources says that the death toll is over 40.
Yeah, and Kandahar frequently attacked by the Taliban. Why is it such a crucial area for them?
Kandahar is, as I said, that it's the biggest city, in, one of the biggest cities, the second biggest city in Afghanistan, and also it's the stronghold of the Taliban. And also after the death of the Mullah Omar, the previous leader of Taliban, the Taliban increased their attacks, and because it was the birthplace of the leader of the Taliban, as well as it's the important city in southern Afghanistan, and they can have a kind of control over the south and eastern part of Afghanistan if they have lots of attack in Kandahar.
And the timing of this coinciding with the talks still going on in Pakistan.
Yes, indeed. I mean, the president of Afghanistan is in Pakistan. He's participating in the conference of the Heart of Asia, where the regional powers and also the different states are coming together to talk about the peace negotiations with Taliban and also about the peace process in Afghanistan. And it is coinciding with that conference. And most of the time when there's a conference and peace talks starts, these kind of attacks, we are witnessing them, that they're happening in the big number.
Is it raising any questions, continued questions, about the ability of the Afghan National Army, or is that resolved now? Because, I mean, there are still special forces, aren't there, from international countries helping them. So there's no doubt that they're not going to win this one, but is it exposing real pressure points as far as they're concerned?
There is lots of pressure. I mean, this year was one of the insecure year in Afghanistan and bloodiest summer that the Afghan forces passed, and they witnessed lots of attacks. They've been stretched all over the country because the attacks usually used to happen in the south, and now there is in the north as well. So they're stretched out, and also they're leading most of the fights, and there is less number of the NATO forces and less number of the American forces which are helping them. Although in most of the operations, the air forces by NATO, they're helping the Afghan forces. But from time to time, we are seeing that last we witnessed that the Taliban briefly captured the northern city of Kunduz, which was unprecedented in the last 14 years. So we can see that the Afghan forces are stretched all over, but they are resisting, and they are saying that we are doing well.
All right. Okay, Moheb, thank you very much indeed for that update.